or her sagging tits. Despite her regular, if not fanatical, workouts, her once svelte body had gone matronly, and she wasn't about to go in for a facelift or tummy tuck. Maybe it was lack of vanity. Maybe she didn't think she needed them. Maybe she figured I loved her no matter how she looked. Whatever. It was her prerogative. Occasionally I'd made subtle, jesting suggestions in that direction, but you have to be very, very careful when it comes to women and their looks. They're even more sensitive than we men are, and we are pretty damned touchy. A little further out, on the horizon, Diane leisurely stroked her way through the gentle waves. As long as we'd been on the island, I'd been eyeing girls close to my daughter's age, and it made me feel a little sleazy since I'm no pervert. But are you supposed to pretend to yourself that you don't notice? As I lay on my chaise watching the babes dash in and out of the Pacific, I grew more and more crazed with lust. I shifted in my seat to conceal my heart-on. One of the nymphs, a lissom 20-something in a painted-on black bikini, smiled in my direction every time she galloped over the sand for her towel or sunscreen. It wasn't my imagination either, because she even said hello on one of her trips. Maybe she was just out to torture a guy who was never going to have her, but whenever something like that happened, and something like it seemed to happen damn near every day, my spirits sank just a little further. Then I got angry. Sometimes I even got up and left when I couldn't take it anymore. Because I knew that when we returned to our suite at the end of the day, it would be just Monica and me and a bottle of lubricant. That's if she had any desire whatsoever to do anything but close her eyes and sleep. I'll admit it. Lots of times it was me who wasn't in the mood. Sometimes I needed MILF porn to pump me up. To ice the cake, my wife had never been all that adventurous in bed. Into it, maybe, but not wild. I wanted wild. I wanted crazy. I wanted demented. I wanted what you imagine Courtney Love or Angelina Jolie is like in the sack. I wanted screaming, scratching, attacking. Sometimes, right in the middle of it, I'd have the urge to switch off the light, roll over, and go to sleep without even finishing. It had become that kind of dull. It's no surprise why the divorce rate is 66%. Can anyone, man or woman, be expected to last with the same partner for half a century? Worst of all, Monica expected our love life to never morph, and she was definitely not about to introduce any variations into the routine. She'd had 17 years to take the lead, and to this day, she hadn't thrown me a single curveball. No, it was always up to me, and I knew the limitations. No porn, no toys, no third parties. It was like trying to swim with cement shoes. Now, the really strange thing is that I genuinely loved Monica, as much as any man can love his wife after knowing her for 2 decades, if time hasn't completely eroded what was there in the beginning, if familiarity hasn't bred outright contempt, if there's even a scintilla of romance or erotic longing left. If, as in the vast majority of long-term marriages, inertia isn't the major determinant of togetherness. And I wasn't the only one, I often reminded myself.